What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to another WWE 2K Sim. Today will be the 2K Sim of Clash in Italy, and today it's kind of different just because it's in Italy. I mean, it's in the name of the PLE, and it's actually taking place on Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Uh, and this video is coming out on a Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, whole day in advance. But again, I didn't want to release it on Sunday. It, I haven't done it in the past for any of the international PLEs. Um, so yeah, we're just gonna stick to it at this on this day. And anyways, I always film these in advance, which I'm filming this on the Wednesday before. So if on the off chance Friday Night SmackDown adds anything else to the PLE, it will not be included in this video whatsoever. But regardless, I'm super excited to see what we got in store, even though I can also hear the argument as to this is just the same video from last time. The reason I say that, every match on the card is a rematch. Every single one. Every single one. Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now it's a tribal combat match. Sure, cool, awesome, different to a degree. Not really, um, but it's uh it's a rematch from Backlash. So yeah, cool beans. Whoop de doo. Cody Rhodes versus Gunther for the WWE Championship. It is a rematch, but I'm not gonna lie to you. Right now, off the top of my head, I don't remember when that fight was, but I do know it was a rematch. So there's that one. Becky Lynch versus Soul Ruca. That just happened a couple weeks ago on Raw. So rematch. And that's for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. You have Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill for the WWE Women's Championship from a rematch of WrestleMania. And then you have Oba versus Lesnar 2. Again, a rematch from WrestleMania. So regardless, I guess we're just rehashing everything we've already seen. But regardless, hey, this propels us to Night of Champions next month, and that propels us to SummerSlam the following month. So it's like, you might as well still do it. And I mean, I think I like it. I think I like the consistency of trying to do the storytelling that they're doing. Um, Again, the biggest gripe that I still have with all these PLEs, there's only 5 freaking matches. I mean, AEW just had their Double or Nothing this past Saturday. Um, the same day they did Saturday night's main event, and they had nine matches. Give us 9 matches, man. You have more of a roster to showcase. Anyways, but yeah, so excited for all the matches. If this is your first time ever doing a 2K Sim video on the channel with me, just a couple ground rules for us to make note of and remember. One, I don't participate in any of the matches whatsoever. I just plug and play. I let 2K ultimately decide who is going to win those matches. I do not try to do anything whatsoever to dictate what's going to happen. I just make a prediction and I tell you why I think that's going to happen, why they should do it. Second rule is there's no entrances. You might hear music from time to time, but there are no entrances. One, to save time, but two, copyright issues. Just don't want the copyright issues on YouTube. Number three, the other thing is because of the fact that I'm not playing in it and I'm letting 2K decide everything, the only thing I get to decide to a degree on my end is what I believe will be the match order for the PLE. We don't get to find out typically what the main event is or the match order is for any PLE. I mean, some things are exceptions. Sometimes it's plain as day what will be a main event. Um, Sometimes we're told what the main event's going to be regardless. I mean, like WrestleMania, we were told what the main events were for night 1 and night 2 and stuff like that. But generally, we just don't get told the match order. And I won't lie, there are 4 good candidates, honestly, to be the main event. 3 realistic ones, but 4 honestly on there. Um, like all the matches except Becky Lynch versus Sol Ruca are main event worthy matches. The reason I say 3 out of those 4 because I highly doubt WWE is going to go the route of Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill being the main event. I just don't see it. Now, if Jade Cargill was more consistent in her performances and maybe it was a little bit better, maybe I could see it being up there, but they're not pulling the trigger on that. For sure not. So yeah. So again, we get to choose the order, or I get to choose the order of how the match is going to go. I don't play as any of the characters. I just plug and play, and the entrance music, and entrances aren't played whatsoever. We just go straight into the action. So, with that being said, I do believe it's time to kind of say what I believe is going to be the first match. The first match I think should be Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu. Um, Again, there's a lot of arguments that can be made as to what should open up the show. I think I've said it multiple times in different 2K Sims, and I'm pretty sure if you're an avid WWE watcher or whatever, you would know that typically the first match and the main event are the two biggest ones of the night. Main event, obviously, it's in the name. It's the main event. It's the main attraction. The opener is also the one that gets the ball rolling for majority of the show. You want that opener to be a banger. And typically, if you have people like you have today with multiple top tier people for the card, you want one of your top tier people who isn't going to be in the main event to be the opener. But you have 3 big ones. You have Roman versus Jacob, which was the main event of Backlash. You have Oba versus Lesnar, which has already opened up WrestleMania Night 2 and was also a shocking banger. And then you have Cody Rhodes versus Gunther, with, again, is a banger. Oh, excuse me. So, just a lot to be said about like these PLEs being pretty dope, or this one at least be pretty dope. But I think the opening one should be Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu, starting off with that tribal combat. One is the first PLE in Italy. You want to see how that crowd reaction is going to be. I mean, all the European and international crowds so far have been absolutely phenomenal. The pop these superstars get have been outrageous. So with that being said, it's like, yeah, let's start it off with this and have Roman Reigns come out, and we want to hear that aura that he brings to the arena. Just start off from the get-go with that match. Yes, I can hear the argument of Oba versus Lesnar opening up a PLE again. That shit was dope during WrestleMania season. I, yeah, you're not wrong. It is pretty dope. And you maybe want to hear Oba, 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 the whole chant. But it's like that one I believe might be a similar short match like it was at WrestleMania, except this time being Lesnar winning, which again we'll get there when we get there for that match. Um, so I think you could put that right in the middle. So again, I just think it should be Roman versus Jacob. The reason I'm not saying Cody versus Gunther is Gunther is the only international star on that lineup other than Becky. And again, Becky versus Soul Ruca isn't, well, I mean, Oba is international as well. Oba's not from it's the States. And Rhea. So hold on. I need to backtrack every single word I just said. Holy shit. This is a pretty diverse cast of people. But European wise, I would say Gunther would be like the biggest pop. So that's why I think Gunther might be in the main event. And also, I think it's been a while since we've seen Gunther in a main event match. Not main event worthy match. He's definitely had those, especially with Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. That was a pretty good match, but like an actual main event, I think it's time to have Gunther in that. But yeah, I think it should be Roman versus Jacob. And see where we go from there. It's supposed to be tribal combat, but on WWE 2K26 they don't have that option, so I'm just gonna do a no holds barred match for their simulated match. Who do I think should win? How do I put this? You have an interesting story going along with Jacob versus Roman. The rumors of Roman not be participating in June for anything whatsoever, and that being the reason as to why you put the title on Jacob Fatu just for a month, doesn't seem reasonable. Doesn't seem like the right move. Reason being, that does not help the legitimacy of trying to make Jacob Fatu a huge star. Now, granted, you don't have to always make long title reigns to make legit stars. You don't. I hear that argument. I agree with that argument to a certain degree. You know, the era of WWE and wrestling has changed where, hey, back then, you know, that's how John Cena became a 16, 17 time champion. He won it and then he lost it and then he won it again. So, I mean, a multi-time champion, you need to lose it multiple times. So it makes sense. But in this era, it just seems like, hey, the longer you hold it, the more it seems like you're the guy. But they need to be building more the guys or the girls or whatever it may be, more star caliber talent, because the ones we got are slowly but surely going to be aging out. Slowly but surely. I mean, I think Cody's what, 40 now? Roman's in his 40s. So it's like we don't have that much more time. You have Braun Breaker, who's young. I think he's still in his 20s, I believe. I don't know how old Jacob is. But regardless, you need to start and Gunther's, I think, still in his like mid 30s, late 30s. I don't know. But either way, you need to start making legit stars to propel you into the future. So I could see like, hey, yeah, have Jacob beat Roman, hold the title. Roman's not going to be at WWE for the month of June. You know, yeah, let's give it to him. And then at SummerSlam, you give it back to Roman. I don't know. I don't like that. I will only like it if the next PLE, which is Night of Champions, actually resembles what Night of Champions should be. Now, for years, it's been different where Night of Champions is not every single fight is a championship fight. And I hate that. If it's called Night of Champions, every single fight should be a title contending fight. I loved it when Night of Champions was introduced way back when, and that was the concept. But I don't think WWE is going to do that this time either. So, with that being said, I don't think it benefits us putting the title on Jacob. Leave Roman with the title and let him just disappear for a month. Cool beans. I think the Saturday night main event of holding Penta as the main event against Ethan Page shows like, hey, you can have the mid-title, champion hold the show for a second, for a couple minutes. Also, a couple minutes, Jesus, a couple weeks. But also, you've also done nothing with Liv Morgan, who's your top women's one of your top women's champions right now. Granted, I know the argument is they're probably holding on to the return of Stephanie Vaquer. Cool, awesome. But she could take the reins while Roman Reigns takes a month off with the title. Just do that. But either way, I think I've talked enough. Like I said, I think it should be Roman Reigns that keeps it and continues on his new reign as a world heavyweight champion. But what do you guys think? Comment down below what you guys think and what you guys should be the result of this match. And we'll see what 2K says here in a second.
History could be made tonight as a new world heavyweight champion could be crowned here.
We've seen just how bad people want to get their hands on the world heavyweight title, willing to do anything for it. We'll see just how far these two are willing to go here.
Oof, back elbow puts a stop to things.
Some pull.
And here we go. Single leg crab.
Wow, the power that takes is insane.
Pressure's on, gotta get out quick. Oh, what a great counter. Countering that offense.
Battering away with a series of brutal clotheslines in the corner.
Battering club, a champion into the pin. Close to a 3 count.
And he's arguably steel in this thing, but you just know he got rocked there. Oh, man.
Just bludgeoning their opponent.
And the champ now having to deal with the relentless strikes from a motivated challenger. Totally helpless at the moment.
Shakers! Right to the face.
It's hard to imagine there's really much of a strategy in a DQ match.
Yeah, but there actually is, Cole. A lot of the strategy is about escalation, knowing when to take offense to the next level, whether it's something high risk or with a weapon from under the ring. There's strategy there, whether you like it or not.
Taking this to the floor.
He's looking for something. This could get dangerous.
Grabbing the lumber, and things are starting to go off the rails here.
And he re-enters into the ring.
Whipped over in a snap suplex.
The champ being hammered away at.
Jacob looking to push the advantage after that.
He's going to set him over the top rope with a big clothesline. Now what does he do? He's got the man right where he wants him, in trouble. Across the ring. Suicide dive.
A roll of the dice, and it pays off in full. Back suplex, no! Driven down.
Ooh. Oh, just deadlifting their opponent and tossing them aside.
And you don't often see the champion get thrown around that easily.
Headbutt connects.
Trying to wrestle free their opponent's arm, has the arm trapped.
Oh, stop right to the hand.
Unrelenting attack from the challenger there. You can see their desire for the gold.
And he slides him back to the mat. Able to capital double leg takedown. Gonna stack them up here. Look at him. Pushes through after two.
Oh, you gotta see it getting close there. You don't want to see that count get that far at this point. Oh, no.
Setting up for something here.
Scoop slam sets things up.
Oh, just bludgeoning the competition with that blow. Just firing off on each other. Oh, this exchange is whipping this capacity crowd into a frenzy. Oh, ouch.
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this.
This is more like a barroom brawl between these two. Boom! Boom! All this heavy artillery is really adding up. Boom! Here we go. One stops. Nobody knows. Oh, and there's the piece de resistance, if you will.
Fends off the attack with an elbow.
Series of reversals.
Reigns with a schoolboy, not done yet. Lifted up his opponent. Sit up powerbomb. The champ probably hoping that emphatic attacks like that will keep them in. Oh, Roman Reigns locked and loaded, measuring his opponent. Here we go.
Connects with a spear.
The champ might have just sealed things.
Shoulders are down. Oh, and he just kicked out.
Just look at the shock on the champ's face.
Reigns now realizing that he's facing an even tougher level of opponent than usual tonight.
Uh-oh, it's the red, white, and blue Thunderbomb.
An overbearing assault on Jacob now.
This cannot be how Jacob envisioned tonight going.
Crossbody wipes them out.
Ascending to the top rope.
Taking flight. Oh, got the knees up just in time.
Look at Reigns, top rope.
Soaring.
Tremendous impact. Reigns establishing the upper hand.
Reigns is picking up steam.
What's Roman doing, looking around under the ring?
And some people would say you can never go wrong.
The champ goes for the cover.
Retains the title.
And here's another peek at some of the more memorable parts of the match.
Here is your winner, and still the World Heavyweight Champion, the OTC
He wasn't giving up that title. No way.
What a title defense for him tonight. He came in with that unshakable champion mentality.
And again, I have to agree with 2K this time. Or I'm glad 2K agrees with me. It should definitely be Roman who wins the title or continues to reign as the champion. Again, I don't think it's time for Jacob Fatu just yet. I think Roman should continue on in this streak. If he is to lose it, I think it should be at SummerSlam, the second biggest PLE in WWE. But that's just me. What do you guys think? Do you agree with 2K? Do you agree with me in the sense that Roman should keep it? Or do you think it's time for Jacob Fatu? All right, so with that being said, now we go on to what I believe will be the second match of the PLE. And again, I think you have maybe a creative way of doing it in the sense of alternating between men's and women's matches. So with that being said, I do believe the next one will be Becky Lynch versus Sol Ruca for the Intercontinental Championship. It just makes sense to me. Becky is from Europe. I know she's not from Italy. Obviously, she is from Ireland. But regardless of that, I think it would be best that you have her come out next against Sol, which Sol is just such an awesome up and coming women's superstar in her own right. Like, she has been absolutely phenomenal. She was absolutely phenomenal in NXT as well. But every single opportunity she's been given, she has done great work. Absolute great work. Now, I can hear the argument where, hey, she's had some slip ups and she's been on the main roster. She obviously isn't that great, blah, 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 blah. Okay, everybody makes mistakes. Now, granted, they're not supposed to, or they should be very seldom when they happen. But I mean, in this entertainment of version of a sport, I guess, because I mean, it is World Wrestling Entertainment. Regardless, even if you go the AEW route and call it professional wrestling, whatever you want to call it, right? It's one take. Granted, they can rehearse, but this is a live performance. This isn't a movie where it's like, all right, well, hey everybody, forget what you just saw. We're gonna do it again because it sucked the first time. Let's do it again. More actiony, more sweat coming from the brow, more blood. But no, nothing like that. So everything is just, hey, that one singular take. So I get that with Sol Ruca. I get that argument, but at the same time, she's phenomenal. Now, do I capitalize and put the title on her right now? No. I don't think it's that prevalent to put it on her right now. Again, I think you make the argument of like, hey, you give it to her at WrestleMania. You do it at WrestleMania, not WrestleMania, Jesus, SummerSlam. Again, the second biggest PLE. Why not do it there? Now, title changes don't have to necessarily wait for a major PLE, one of the big four. It shouldn't have to wait that long. I mean, they did it with Drew when he beat Cody. Now, the argument for that was when, hey, they only did that so Cody could participate in these other matches like the Royal Rumble and Elimination Chamber. I think he fought in the Elimination Chamber. Yeah. He fought in the Elimination Chamber and all that. Cool. Awesome. Great. Haha. But you don't have to wait. You don't have to wait for that. You could do it on a PLE like Clash in Italy. So if they do give it to her at Clash in Italy, still have a rematch at SummerSlam. I guess it'll be the third time they fight. Cool. But at the third one, don't have Becky Lynch win it again. Becky doesn't need it. Sol Ruca needs it. You need to start pushing more superstars, especially the younger ones. And I think that will be beneficial for Sol and for the company. But I still believe you wait for SummerSlam on that. So I think in this one, it should definitely be Becky Lynch that wins. But again, that's just my opinion. We're about to see what 2K says. But as I am about to hit select championship and start the match, go ahead and comment down below. 1, do you think this will be the second match of the night? If not, what do you think it will be? And 2, who do you think is going to win this match? Would it be Becky Lynch or will it be Sol Ruca? Who walks away as the new Women's Intercontinental Champion?
Big match here as we see the Women's Intercontinental title up for grabs.
Well, the Men's Intercontinental Championship has often been viewed as the workhorse title, and this one's also earning that same reputation.
With a women's division this deep, that's not at all surprising, Corey. Great defense by Sol Ruca.
And into a call-in elbow. Oh, my God.
Oh, no. And a reverse DDT. Turns it around. Oh, God. She was ready with the counter. She's out of it, guys. Oh, what a chop. And now tying up the leg. Looking to take the legs out. The challenger really taking it on the chin here.
A ferocious Becky coming out here now, man. Oh, got clothesline right over the top rope, but he's hanging on the apron. And replies with a shoulder to the gut.
Facebuster.
Oh, what a knee. Some quick thinking, even quicker movement right there.
Reversal on Ruca.
Counter after counter.
Oh, what a throw.
Oh,
When you're in the ring against Becky Lynch, it's crucial that you do whatever you can to outsmart her. The craftier your strategy coming into this match, the better. If that means maybe bending the rules in your favor a little, so be it. Just make sure you get the heck out of Dodge once Becky realizes you've made her the fool in the situation.
I won't condone cheating, Corey, but overall, I see your point. Caught flat with the forearm. From the outside, blocked it. The knees up could provide a huge turnaround. Taking things to the outside, but got him in.
Kick to the knee. La Maestro cradle. Perfectly applied.
Emphatic kick out for the challenger.
still not staying down for the count.
Ring rattling.
Going for the scoop step. Oh, flips in the back door right there. Oh, wait a minute. Inverted DDT delivered.
From the outside.
Springboard misses the target. Becky Lynch, she's setting it up. But she runs right into it. She's in it. Disorder. Disorder. She's got it.
And somehow able to make it to the ropes before the pain took over.
Excellent ring awareness saved them from certain peril.
Going for the pin. Title on the line.
Yes, Becky Lynch is able to retain her championship.
Now let's take a look back at these ladies in action.
Here is your winner, and still the WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion, the Becky Lynch.
She's able to successfully defend her title tonight.
What a reassuring victory for her tonight. The champ proving why she's at the top once again.
And again, I have to agree, or I'm glad 2K agrees with me in the sense of, hey, yep, Becky Lynch for sure should keep the title. What do you guys think? What do you think it should be that way? I don't think it should end as quickly as it did here in the 2K sim, but obviously, I mean, it's a 2K sim, so they do what they want. But regardless, I do think Becky should keep the title. But again, please, please, please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. All right, so we got done with the first two matches of the PLE. So now time to move on to the third. The third being Oba versus Lesnar 2. I think it's a perfect midway point to bring out two megastars, two mega people who are pretty big, but also in the sense of a mega rematch. We were shocked to see how dominant Oba looked against Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. At least I was. I think it was perfectly done at WrestleMania, and I hope they don't fuck it up with Clash in Italy. Excuse me. So I think again, I think it'll be a great match, and I think this would be a good third match to have. Why not? You know, who will win? Again, I have a perfect argument for this as well. All right, so you had Oba win at WrestleMania. If you have Brock Lesnar win this one, you set up the ultimate grudge match, the ultimate one final match to determine who's the best of the best, or whatever it may be. And you have Oba versus Lesnar again for a third time at SummerSlam. No. Negative. That's not the route you go. The route you go is you have Oba beat him again. Maybe as a dominating fashion as he did at WrestleMania. For all I care. Do it again. So that when you do have that third match between them, then it still is like, hey, Oba, if you beat me, Brock Lesnar, for a third straight time, I'm done. I'm retiring. I'm out of the game. The reason I say that, because, again, SummerSlam will take place in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It is Brock Lesnar's home. Perfect place to be a send-off for Brock Lesnar if he is ultimately choosing and deciding to retire. Why not write a perfect ending and end it for, losing a third time to this up-and-coming next big thing at SummerSlam? It makes perfect sense in my opinion. And I think that's how it should be. So, that's one route. The other route is, yes, you still have Oba beat him. Yes, you can have him go berserk and beat up Oba at the end and have him sit out a whole month because, again, the PLE in June is just Night of Champions. And, again, if you're not going to put a freaking title on Oba, and I really hope Night of Champions is all just championship fights, there's no point in putting Oba in a match at Night of Champions. But that also defeats the purpose of trying to build Oba up. These weekly, challenges, these weekly matches, something needs to give, something needs to happen. Oh, but he didn't have a match at Backlash, so it's fine. You're not wrong. It didn't harm him to a degree. But you need to have something going on with Oba, especially leading up to through the summer. So I think you still have him beat Brock. Maybe Brock beats him up and you don't see him till SummerSlam, but I think you just have him beat Brock. And then again, you're still having Gunther being the person that retires people. Have Gunther face Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam and have him retire Brock. Either way, it still works out where Brock's going to lose at SummerSlam. But I think that's the route that they should take here on Clash in Italy is no matter what, it should can't even speak. It should most definitely be Femi that wins. Do you guys agree, or do you guys think it should be Brock Lesnar this time? Y'all let me know in the comments below.
Here we go, and we're ready for action with Brock Lesnar. Every time Brock Lesnar steps through that curtain, you can feel the atmosphere change. You can feel it in your chest. You feel it in your guts. Lesnar doesn't compete against other superstars. He destroys them. It's certainly more about survival whenever you face Brock Lesnar. We've seen him dominate some of the biggest names in WWE history, and none of them have been able to stop him.
Yeah, but I don't think Femi is going to make this easy. This man has been an absolute steamroller in the WWE, and it does not seem like he's slowing down.
Yeah, I mean, beating Femi is becoming more rare than a solar eclipse. I don't even know how you plan to knock the ruler off his throne. Look at this assault. Nothing was being held back with each of those strikes. Oba creates an opening for himself.
Whoa, whoa, what a chop.
Oh, look out. It's on now.
Oh! Neither competitor shows any signs of letting up or slowing down here. No one is holding back here. Going all out, just emptying everything they've got now.
Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up.
Both absolutely drained, but both refusing to give up.
Oh, what a forceful clothesline.
He's certainly feeling that attack.
Yeah, this is the hostility Femi wanted to bring.
From the top. Double axe handle connects.
A quick cover. And Brock Lesnar manages to power out at 2.5.
Oh, he wants more. He's looking to continue. Femi with the fall from grace. Lesnar could not avoid the big shot.
2. Oh, kicks out, kicks out.
I think Paul Heyman's heart just skipped a beat. Was that a wake-up call now for Brock Lesnar? Has it just angered the beast more?
All that work, all these big moves, and it still didn't earn the fall.
Well executed suplex.
Intense look in the eyes as he calculates his next strike.
Oh, Lesnar! Good timeout time. Kimura lock is in. Submission locked in. Are we going to see him tap?
He doesn't have much time before his arm snaps. Great job fighting out.
Clothesline. Lesnar scales all the way up top.
Flying.
A piercing aerial elbow drop.
He's starting to look battered.
Such forceful velocity behind every one of Lesnar's attacks.
Lifted and completely helpless here.
Face first impact.
Oh, look at this. So ruthless.
Whipped in the hard way.
Big blow there, man. Getting clobbered there, dog.
You are now.
Uh-oh. He's able to combat out of Brock's grip. Oh, shot right to the kidney.
Driven through the ground with that spine buster.
Turn it around with a reversal. Some superstars doing what they do best. Here are the highlights.
Here is your winner,
Huge victory tonight for Brock Lesnar.
I think we are all shocked at what we just witnessed. But owner Femi has to be beside himself right now.
Well, this is the first time on this PLE that me and 2K do not agree. But again, that's the purpose of these 2K Sims, is to see if I'm going to be right or if 2K is going to be right. So it is kind of disappointing that I'm not going to be right according to 2K. But that is the third match of the night of Femi versus Brock Lesnar. And with the result being Brock Lesnar winning. Again, like I said before the match, and I'm saying it again now, comment down below what you think should be the end result of that match. But also let me know, is that going to be the third match? Or will it be something else? You let me know. All right. So we just had Roman versus Jacob. Becky versus Soul. Ruca. Femi versus Lesnar. The fourth, can't do my math. Fourth match of the night will be Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill for the Women's WWE Championship. Why not, Why not be the co-main event? Why not come before the Men's WWE Championship? Like, I think this is the perfect spot for it. Why have it now instead of before? Like, switch the places of Becky Lynch and Sol Ruca? I just no. This should, as much as the argument is made that, hey, the main event obviously is the main event, and then the opening match is the second biggest match or the second best match, second highlighting match of the night or whatnot. I think you should start putting some respect, or they should start putting some respect on what the second match of the night should be right before the main event. Sort of like boxing, sort of like UFC and MMA. Is like there's still some level of importance that is given to the co-main event of these events. So it's like, do the same thing in WWE. Don't make it just a comedic thing with Downhausen all the time, or a comedic match to before you get serious. It doesn't have to always be that. Not that it's a bad thing to do, but it's just, again, it's just like, put some importance behind it. Show that, like, a match card is important in the sense of order and what is important and who your top stars are. I don't think that'd be a bad thing to start practicing for WWE to do. But again, I don't feel like they're that type of people. But regardless, Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill, I do believe, will be the fourth match of the evening. And I hope, since WrestleMania, and this sounds bad, but I mean, I'm just being as honest as I can. I hope Jade has improved in a single wrestler type of style. Not because we just saw her at the Saturday night's main event and in the tag team match. Again, nothing bad. It was pretty good. But we're accustomed to seeing her in a tag team when she was with Bianca and whatnot. And they were the tag team champions. We need to see her improve as a single superstar. And that needs to happen here. Not that she had a bad match at WrestleMania with Rhea Ripley. Not saying that whatsoever. But it could have been better. And the match before she had that at the previous WrestleMania was with Tiffany Stratton, and that wasn't, in my opinion, the greatest. So it's like, we need to see improvement here to make it seem more legit that Jade Cargill can be that person. Um, and I think that should be now. Do I think she needs to win the title from Rhea? I for sure do. I think you need to take it away from Rhea. Yeah, does she lose maybe a bit of momentum from WrestleMania because it's like, damn, you had her win it just to lose it again? But again, we need to get to the point where not everything is the same. Not every title reign has to be super long to be legitimate or to show how important or how great the superstar is. You need to have short title reigns as well thrown in there so you could put the title back on people or give people an opportunity to be shown off as champion and see if, hey, does this person have what it takes? But also then that's where you get the multi-time champions. Maybe you do push Rhea Ripley to the moon and have her be the first 20-time women's champion of whatever, you know? But to do that, she has to lose it 19 other times. So you could do that as well. And I think Rhea should lose it here. I do think Rhea should lose it here, and it should definitely be Jade Cargill who wins. But yeah, you guys let me know, who do you guys think it should be in the comments below. Also, let me know if you think this should be the co-main event or the fourth match of the night. And let's also see what 2K says will be the end result.
And this is a big matchup here, officially underway. WWE Women's Championship up for grabs.
Who's the top dog of the division? The champ. Always, man. And everyone in the back, everyone in the locker room, they know it. Get the red paint bucket, man. Because when you wear this title, the target is painted on your back.
Looking to regain control and gets it in the armbar.
Wrenching the arm with a hammerlock. Big takedown right there. Cargill responds. Bam. Suplex cancel that move. Impressive defense stops Ripley.
Caught with the axe handle. She has no idea what's coming her way. Hand implanting into foot.
Neither superstar giving an inch here.
Oh, man. Blow after blow. Test of endurance at this point. No quick deal, not at all.
Looks like a hockey fight just broken out.
No end in sight to this exchange. Reckless headbutt attack.
Cover.
We're going to shut this down.
And she kicks out.
She's not going to be put away so easily this early. Boom! Got out of the way of that one.
Figure four. Leg lock. Agonizing some.
Trying to reverse the pressure, and she does.
Rhea Ripley gonna set it up. Here we go. Rhea with the riptide. The champ with a stunning display of dominance retains the title.
Now let's take another look at these wonderful women in action.
Here is your winner, the WWE Women's Champion, Rhea
A successful title defense for our champion.
She just proved you come for the champ, you best not miss.
Well, for the second match in a row, 2K and I do not agree to the end result. But, it is what it is. I like the diversity that 2K is showing with its choices. And not deciding to side with what I believe should be the end result. So, hey, good job, 2K. Have a mind of your own. Um, but yeah. All right. Well, that leaves us with just one final match of the evening. Cody Rhodes versus Gunther for the WWE Championship. I think it should be the main event, specifically because, again, Gunther hasn't had a main event in a while. I think Cody Rhodes' theme song in Italy is going to go crazy. I could be completely wrong, but regardless, I think this should be the main event. It's also, and again, and I could be wrong, but I think it's been a while. I know it's a rematch, technically, second time or multiple time that they're fighting each other, but I genuinely, off the top of my head, can't remember when that last time was. But because of that, I think that's why you give it the main event. Oh, do y'all remember when Cody versus Gunther happened? Oh, you don't? Or it's been a while? All right, let's give it to you again, and that's why we're going to give it to you as the main event. Because Roman versus Jacob, other than tribal combat, still relatively new. It literally just happened 3 weeks ago. Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar happened last month. Sol Ruca versus Becky Lynch just happened a couple weeks ago. Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill happened at WrestleMania. But Gunther versus Cody had to have happened, but way before WrestleMania. Because again, I generally do not remember. I really do not. And I don't think they faced each other in a match during any of these weeks leading up to Clash in Italy. Now, Gunther's come over and choked him out and stuff like that, but not an actual official match. And I can be completely wrong. I'm not the one that watches weekly episodes of Raw and SmackDown or NXT or anything like that. So I could be completely wrong. Honestly, it's gotten to the day and age where my catch up is on social media. And that's sad to say, but hey, I got a life. Um, but I think this should be your main event. On top of that, Gunther has had pretty good pops or big pops, if I remember, over there in Europe. So having him and Cody have a spectacular pop for the main event, I think it should be dope. Here, the end result, I see it two ways, two different ways. So one, keep it on Cody. That's a safe way. That's more than likely what's going to happen. Keep it on Cody. Just This is just a match just because, hey, Gunther's from, over there in Europe. And it's a high profile one. Yeah. Keep it on Cody. Cool. Awesome. Keep it safe. But it's a main event worthy match, so why not? Here is where you can have some fun. Give it to Gunther. Have him win the title. Piggyback off of what I said earlier about Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar. Have Oba beat Lesnar so bad where it's just like Lesnar can't do shit. Where, yeah, maybe Lesnar out of frustration that still does beat up Oba at the end. But, hey, he's 2-0 against you, bud. What's a third match going to do? Not a damn thing. So, face Gunther. Gunther is a legend, not legend killer, legend retirer. Have him retire you. But you could paint it as title versus career. Where, hey, if Brock wins, he does become champion again. Ooh, that's enticing in the sense of, okay, what if he does win it again? And what if we do go down the route of, hey, Lesnar doesn't take the opportunity to retire in front of his home crowd. He takes the opportunity to keep going. He just gets a dub in front of his home crowd. I can see that too. But Gunther retiring Brock as a champion, I don't think he's been retiring people as a champion, and that would be dope as hell to see. The other reason, now, I don't think Gunther losing to Cody derails that legend retire or the person that career retire, career finisher, career ender type of moniker on him. I don't think it diminishes that, but Gunther's been winning so many matches as of late that it doesn't seem like the right move to have him lose. unless of course some dirty tactic of some sort. But I think it'd be nice to see Gunther win it and go that route of, all right, let's face Brock Lesnar title versus career at SummerSlam. Um, but I don't know. This one genuinely is one of the ones that I think could go either way. I think the company's going to play it safe and have Cody still win it. It's the first PLE in Italy, of course. So hey, let's end with the baby faces winning. So I can see it being that. But again, I think it'd be a little dicey, a little nice thing to do or try if you have Gunther beat Cody. But again, comment down below what you believe. Do you think I'm right? Do you think that would be the right call? And also, do you think this is the actual main event of the night, or do you think it'll be something else? Comment about down below. But let's see what 2K says.
The winner of this match walks out of here a champion. That should light a serious fire under these competitors.
This is the kind of match you can't take for granted. These shots, they don't come around every day, so it's on you to seize the moment and snatch that title out of the hands of the competition. This should be a good one.
And into the corner he goes. One step ahead there.
Figure 4 leg lock.
Reaching the ropes and forcing the break.
Going after the arm in a big way.
And that holds Cody back.
Just the knee.
Oh, hip drop to the gut.
And averting damage there. He's realizing there's an opportunity here.
Springboard drop kick.
Hit hard and straight into the pin.
Gets his shoulder up right before 2.
That's jumping the gun. It's just not time for a pin yet. Gunther timed that one well. Driven into the ground with that bulldog.
Corey, what's the best strategy when facing the imposing Gunther?
Going after the base, chopping the big man down. That's the only way you're going to stop Gunther from mustering his explosive power.
Quick pin, championship on the line. And there's a kick out at 1.
Already having to expel so much unnecessary energy this early on.
Stopped cold with a clothesline.
Cody's heart being put to a test now.
He'll find a way to counter back, though. And a carefully measured knee drop.
Setting them up in the corner. Putting him up top now. Ooh. Ooh.
Boom! Read that one.
Oh.
Connects with a jab. And another. A series of lefts. Keep an eye on the right. Here comes
Bionic elbow.
Gunther finding an opening. And he's going to the outside, which will start a countout.
Gunther just beheaded him with that lariat. The ring general hitting like the kitchen sink.
And he gets delivered back into the ring.
Just snapped back to the ground there. Trying to find his bearings, but it looks like the end is near.
Cody Rhodes with a springboard cutter.
With a full heart and bad intentions, Rhodes uncorks a huge maneuver that might...
Oh, Cody Rhodes. Oh, you got to do it. Crush Rhodes.
Perfect execution by the champion.
2 count.
And another day to Cody Rhodes' reign.
He's these guys gave everyone their money's worth. Here's another look.
Here is your winner, and still the undisputed WWE Champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
What a win for the champ as he retains the title.
He came out here and defended what was his. You have to give him credit.
Well, again, I'm not opposed to either one being the ending of this match, whether it's Cody or whether it's Gunther. I think either way would be fine. I just don't see how you set up the next match unless it is a rematch, which, hey, it might be that for Clash of Champions. Jesus, no. For Night of Champions. But again, we shall see. We shall see. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the end of the 2K Sim, with the results being as follows. So again, remember this match order isn't 100% set. This is just me guessing as to what I believe the order will be. I could be completely wrong. We do not know until it happens. And again, it happens on Sunday at 2 p.m. So check it out. But I have it where it is Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu for the World Heavyweight Championship in a tribal combat, right? Yeah, tribal combat match. Jesus, can't read the small print. Tribal combat match as the opening match. And I said it should be Roman that keeps it, and 2K agreed. The second match I said is going to happen is going to be Becky Lynch versus Ruca for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. And I said it should be Becky, and 2K agreed. The third match is going to be Femi versus Brock Lesnar, the second fight in this immense rivalry. Or at least that's what I think it's going to be. It's going to be the middle match of the night. And I said it's going to be Oba, and 2K said it's going to be Brock Lesnar. The fourth or co-main event of the night is going to be Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill for the Women's WWE Championship. And I said it should be Jade, and 2K said it should be Rhea Ripley. And then the main event I said was going to be Cody Rhodes versus Gunther for the WWE Championship, where I don't believe I gave a definitive what I think it should be, but I gave two potential routes of how it should go. But at the end of the day, I didn't really care who won. But if I were to have chosen, I think I would have sided more with the Gunther one. But 2K said it's going to be Cody Rhodes. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. What 2K says is going to be the end results of every single match for Clash in Italy. Again, if there's any matches added as of Friday Night SmackDown, it's not going to be included in this video, as this was filmed before Friday Night SmackDown. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to drop a like. Comment down below what you've enjoyed so far about this video, about all the other 2K Sims that I've done. Are there any recommendations you wish I would do in terms of these videos? Also, comment down below, again, your predictions. Not only for the match card and the order it will be in, but also the match predictions themselves. What do you think will happen? Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Really helps support the channel when you do. And hit that notification bell so you can be notified every single time a new video drops. But until next time, you guys, this has been another WWE 2K Sim video. Enjoy Clash in Italy. Deuces, y'all.